Situated south of the Indian subcontinent, Sri Lanka is a small island renowned for its scenic splendor, rich culture heritage and diversity. The island has three distinct geographical areas: the plains, coastal belt, and the central highlands. Its charming allure has over the centuries attracted travelers, traders, and numerous other visitors from across the world. Home to followers of four world religions, Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam and Christianity, Sri Lanka is also ethnically, religiously and linguistically diverse. The different ethnic groups have traditionally peacefully coexisted over the centuries. Constituting around 10% out of the country's 21 million population, Muslims are the country's second largest minority group. Of Arab origin, the history of Sri Lankan Muslims can be traced back to 14 centuries. Descendants of Arab traders who arrived in the country, Sri Lankan Muslims, also called Sri Lankan Moors, have traditionally engaged in trade and commerce, and to this day contribute significantly towards the country's economic prosperity. Going beyond trading ties, Muslims have become integrated as a part of Sri Lankan society and have supported the development, stability and social harmony of the nation. Notably, the Muslims have at all times stood by the country and demonstrated a strong sense of patriotism. While Sinhala and Tamil are both recognized as official languages, being home to a Buddhist population of over 70%, Sinhala is the most widely spoken language in the country. The fact that a large number of Muslims in Sri Lanka primarily speak the Tamil language can be attributed to the possibility that their ancestors were trading partners with the Tamils of South India and had to learn Tamil to successfully transact their business. As a result, the fact remains that Muslims, particularly scholars, have largely been unable to provide a proper understanding of Islam and its principles to the Sinhala-speaking masses due to the lack of effective Sinhala language skills. This lack of understanding has in recent years in particular led to the expressions of anti-Muslim sentiments over issues such as halal certification and the Islamic dress code, which has been misconstrued, leading to hate speech, attacks and intimidation of Muslims. In Sri Lanka, there are over 250 Arabic colleges which produce hundreds of religious scholars annually. In almost all of these institutions, Tamil is a medium of instruction. Today, a growing number of Muslims are using Sinhala as their first language. In this segment of the community, a sound understanding of the religion is found to be lacking. They find it difficult and sometimes impossible to understand the sermons delivered in Tamil, such as the Friday Jummah sermon, the khutbah. Recent incidents have clearly highlighted the lack of Islamic scholars who are proficient in Sinhala to represent the community during times of need, to engage in scholarly debates and discussions to counter the misinformation and hate speech being leveled against the Muslims.
குறைந்தபட்சம் இந்த நாட்டை பொறுத்தவரையிலே நாங்கள் அபூபக்கர்களையும் அஸ்மாக்களையும் உருவாக்காத போதிலும் அபூஜஹல்களுடைய எண்ணிக்கையை குறைக்க வேண்டிய கடப்பாடுடையவர்களாக இருக்கிறோம். அபூ தாலிபுகளுடைய எண்ணிக்கையை கூட்ட வேண்டிய தேவையுள்ளவர்களாக நாம் இருக்கிறோம். இந்த பணியை, இந்த இலட்சிய பணியை, இந்த காலத்தின் தேவையாக இருக்கின்ற இந்த பணியை முன்னெடுப்பதற்கு கண்டிப்பாக சிங்கள மொழி மூல அறிஞர்கள், அழைப்பாளர்கள் நிறையவே தேவைப்படுகிறார்கள்.
Muhammad Shakif works for a popular Sinhala weekend newspaper as a news and feature reporter. With hopes of building a career in journalism, he is presently reading for a degree in mass communication at the University of Kelaniya. What makes Shakif special is the fact that he is also a graduate of an Islamic institute and among the first batch of students to have passed out in the Sinhala medium.
Muslim දේශපාලනය එවැගේම සුළු ජාතීන්ගේ දේශපාලනය කොහොමද සකස් වෙන්න ඕනේ කියන එක පිළිබඳව මම සෑහෙන දුරකට කතා කරනවා ඒ පුවත්පත ඇතුලෙන්. ඒ වගේම පාරිසරික ගැටලු, සමාජීය ගැටලු වගේ දේවල් මම ඒ තුලින් කතා කරනවා. ඒ හැම එකක්ම මධ්‍යස්ථව කතා කරන්න ඉස්ලාමීය අධ්‍යාපනයේ විශේෂයෙන්ම මට බෙහෙවින්ම හේතුකාරක වුණා යම් දෙයක් නිවැරදිව දකින්න.
Friday Jummah sermon is in progress at a local mosque in Thihariya, a town which is situated 35 kilometers northeast of Colombo. The sermons in the Sinhala language has been made possible thanks to a training program which has provided much needed language skills to young religious scholars. For the first time in history, young Muslim scholars are learning to master the Sinhala language through a formal education program for religious scholars.
සටන එහෙම නැත්නම් වෛරය ක්‍රෝධය ඇති කිරීමට නොවේ අපි ඔබලා අතර විවිධ ජන කොටස් වශයෙන් පත් කරේ ඒ විවිධ කිසිම හේතුවක මත නොවේ.
Tanweer Academy was established in 2009 to produce Islamic scholars competent in Sinhala language.
මුස්ලිම් වරුන්ගේ
The Tanweer Academy is a unique educational institution. It conducts a 5-year full-time residential program in the Sinhala medium for GCE ordinary level qualified students.
මේ සඳහා ප්‍රථමයෙන්
Apart from teaching Islamic studies, the curriculum includes studies on comparative religion, Sri Lankan history, Sinhala literature, and soft skills for future religious scholars to interact effectively and harmoniously with society at large.
බහුවර්ග සමාජයක තුල අදහස් ප්‍රමාණු කරගන්නට මේ හොඳ තෝතැන්නක් කියලා මට හිතෙනවා මේ වගේ අධ්‍යාපන ආයතන මේක පුළුල් වෙන තරමට මම හිතන්නේ අනාගතයේදී අර එන සංහිඳියාමේ ඇති වෙහි ප්‍රශ්නය තවදුරටත් निराකරණය වෙනවා කියලා මට හිතෙනවා. ඒ නිසා මම හිතන්නේ මේ ආයතනය ඒ පැත්තෙන් සමාජ කාර්යභාරයක් ඉෂ්ට කරනවා. ඒ නිසා මේ ඉස්ලාමීය ආගම අදහන දරුවෝ ඉතින් ඒ අයට සිංහල භාෂාව තුළින් අධ්‍යාපනය ලැබීම තුළ ඒ සංස්කෘතීන් දෙක එකට මිශ්‍රණය වෙලා ඉදිරියට යන්න හොඳ අවස්ථාවක්.
Being the first of its kind, the institution faces the challenges of creating learning materials in the Sinhala language and functions with limited resources, including a shortage of teaching staff who are competent in Sinhala. Yet, the Tanweer Academy has preserved and produced 14 outstanding graduates who pledge to support for the betterment of the community.
Sam Nijam Muhammad Saqif
අපි දන්නවා මාධ්‍යවේදියෙක් විදියට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ඔහුට වැදගත්ම දේවල් දෙකක් තමයි නිර්මාණශීලීත්වය සහ ලේඛනය කියන එක, භාෂාව කියන එක. විශේෂයෙන් මම මේ දෙකම ලබා ගත්තේ තන්වීර් ඇකඩමියෙන්. මම මගේ සිංහල භාෂාව ප්‍රගුණ කරගන්න ප්‍රධානම හේතුව වුණා තන්වීර් ඇකඩමිය. ඒ වගේම තමයි නිර්මාණශීලීව දෙයක් හිතන්න, යමක් දකින්න ඒ තන්වීර් ඇකඩමිය තුල තිබුණ ඒ පාඨමාලාවන් මට හේතුණයි කියන එක කියන්න පුළුවන්.
The Tanweer Academy has risen up to the need of the hour, that is to produce Islamic scholars competent in the Sinhala language and are well qualified to represent the Muslim community in public forums and engage in intellectual and academic discourses, debates and discussions on Islam and the Islamic way of life. As the Tanweer Academy journeys into the future, It is vital that the Muslim community recognizes the pivotal role it plays as the one and only Islamic institution which produces scholars who possess the competence and confidence to create awarenesses about Islam among Sinhala medium educated Muslims and counter misinformation campaigns against Islam which are rooted to a general lack of awareness about the religion. Your support and encouragement will help the Tanweer Academy live up to its noble vision.